8:15 and good. I think it's still morning. It's going on noon. We got our errands done today, and we're home. And Kaylee's out here. She wants to help out and hang out. Hunt work today. I've got some photo hall panels I need to finish getting put up. And then I need to put the plywood on. I ran you guys through that like in yesterday's vlog. I can't put the plywood up until the pictures and light boxes are in. So we're gonna get the skim panels up and then bring the basics out for this display, which are the pictures, and get them all hung up. And then we'll come out and do the plywood. No idea how long it's gonna take. But anyway, once that's done, we're gonna hop back in doing partitions. And I got a wall that comes out here for the spider, and we got to get that skinned, and I got some miscellaneous stuff in the spider area I need to attend to. And then I will also do part of the pirate display, which is on this side of the wall. So we got lots of little things to do today, and it's going to add up, I think. Breakfast of the day, 2-inch slice of pound cake, and a Big Mac, and a Coke. Say chocolate mint afterwards to chase it down, which is what I just got done having. So I've had lunch, so no lunch break in today's vlog. But anyway, I'm going to put the camera down, grab my tools, and we're going to get going. Hey guys, I just realized I haven't shot anything today except for the opening. I better give you guys a look at what I've gotten done so far. It's almost dinner time. It's going about 5:30 or so. I've been working all day here in the photo hallway, except for cleaning up my supply dump in the back. I did get that done. But we got in here. We've gotten all the skin panels on. I've gotten all the pictures hung all the way through the whole thing. And I'm currently working on plywooding. Note on plywood, the stuff I bought is normally like 19 bucks a sheet. I paid $29.95 a sheet. It ran me almost a little over 90 bucks to buy 3 sheets to do this in. And I'm using scrap to fill in because I don't want to go down and buy another 2 sheets. Did have a couple of areas like this here. I've got a gap here, which I'm going to leave intentionally. What's causing it is the curb down there. I have the back wall here, and this first panel coming up off the curb is 3 inches higher than the rest of the wall, so it's creating a gap. Now I could get some scrap, cut it, and fill it in, and whatever, you know, to plug that if I wanted to. But to be honest, I want to leave it for airflow. Reason for airflow is the Skullabra that goes in here has a fogger attached to it. And if I don't have some way of venting the space, it turns into be like the blackout room, or not the blackout, but the water room. You know, it's whiteout conditions. You can hardly see in here. So I'm hoping leaving some cracks here and there will help. Now the plywood is basically just to help protect the pictures. Some of them are lit, like this one and this one light up, and I want some protection over them so they don't get wet. I've got one little hole here. I'll put a little piece of scrap over it to protect the connection right there. So I got to come back and do that. And then over here, I've gotten everything done except I need to get a custom piece for in here, and I'll use scrap. And then over here in this area, and I'm using scrap pieces to kind of fill in. By the way it's looking, I'll have this done tonight. Oh, and I gotta get a saw out here and cut that piece off. It's sticking over too far, hanging into the pirate area, and it's going to interfere with stuff. So I need to cut it off. But we should have this all plywooded tonight, and then we'll get it into the partitions. And I got a hallway here I gotta create, and then maybe we'll work on the spider this evening a little bit. but we are coming along. Okay, not only is it after dinner, not only is the photo hallway roofed. I got that done just as Sue-Ann was calling dinner. I got the partitions up for the hallway for the spider. There will be a curtain here, and this section here will be the courtyard area. I've got to get these skinned. I've got a couple panels there, and I've got that there, and it's going to be more than enough to do this. Now, I am going to have some panels left over. What I am going to do, originally, Sue-Ann's tubes for her display were supposed to come out this way. Now, to this section right in through here. We didn't have enough, and we don't have time to make more. But this portion of the hallway going up into the display, I used extra panels I had from the pirate display. What I want to do is, I want to make sure I have enough for the pirate, even though on paper my count I should have plenty. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So with whatever of these spider panels I have left, I'm going to come in and take off the matching number of gray panels and replace them with spider. And I'm hoping I can get from this panel to this panel. So it'd be 1, 2, 3 panels and a 1 foot. I'm hoping I have that many left over. I know I have the 1 foot, but we'll replace those. And then spider will be done and ready for its basic stuff, which won't be for a couple of days yet, because I'm going to get stage 1, the maze building, done first. But first on our category is this hallway here. We're going to get it done first and then see what we've got left over. Well, progress made. I've been working on the spider hall since after dinner. And there goes Kaylee again. We got the entrance hallway done. And I had a 2-foot panel right here, and the door was just too tight, so I took it out and we put a 1-foot panel in, which widened it out. Then we got in here, and I took off those pirate skins, those gray panels I had right through here, and I put spider skins up to here, so I'll have a curtain here to block the view of that. So this is all done. Come on, Kitty, I'm coming in. Watch out, you. She wants to call it quits. There we go, unplugged. Since I was out here until about 9:30 last night, almost 10, it took me to almost 11 to get the vlog uploaded. I'm going to call it quits tonight. It's almost 8:30, so I'm knocking off about a half hour early. Let me get my mess cleaned up, and then we'll do your end of the day wrap up. Okay, it's 8:23. I'm calling it quits a half hour early. Kaylee and I just got done getting things cleaned up. She helped me park the truck. To keep people at night from trying to turn into our driveway to do U-turns, which we get a lot thanks to the business across the way. I park our truck across our driveway, so they can't do the U-turn. So every morning when I get up and get out here, Kaylee and I back the truck up so the driveway is not blocked and people can see things. And then at night we have to take the truck and put it on the driveway. We call it moving the truck. And Kaylee's been waiting to do that since we started setting up every night. She likes to move the truck. Even if I go 6 feet in the truck, she wants to be in the truck to go. She likes to go in the truck. We didn't do bad at all today. We finished skinning the photo hall. Got it all braced and everything. There was 1 or 2 little pieces in some corners I needed to brace. We got all the light boxes and all the photos hung. We got it all plywood, the plywood on the roof of it, so it's not watertight. We'll still get some drips here and there. Nature of the beast. But things are, for the most part, protected from rain. And that took me to almost dinner time. I worked all afternoon, probably about 5 hours altogether, just skinning, plywooding, and hanging the pictures. The pictures took the longest time. One thing I added to the time was usually on the pictures when I take them down, I leave their hanging cord on them. You know, I have a little screw I put in the back. I would tie a thread, some fishing line to it, and we use that to tie to a screw that we mount on the wall, and that's how we hang the pictures. I'd forgotten this last winter I went through and rehabbed all the picture frames and redid them, which meant all the hanging threads got taken off. So it took a while to go through and put the mounting or hanging threads back on all the pictures. So that added a lot of time. But it is done. We got the basics done now. That means there's 5 displays with their basics in there. There's still a lot of little mishkabibble stuff that need to be put in. I still need in the photo hallway, the skullabra and 2 skeletons have to go in. And that will get done in stage 2. But we got that done, and then we moved over to the spider hallway. Got the last few partitions up, made some adjustments with one of the partitions, got the skin sung, made some adjustments with the skin. I just showed you all that, but we got that done. So spider is totally done and ready for props, which is going to wait until I get done with the maze. Tomorrow we're going to have an interesting thing going on. Actually, a couple. We got to leave around 11 for a purely Halloween errand. Every year I print up flyers, one that people can post, hang up, and a bunch of handouts. I printed out about 1,000 of them this year. And I know today when we ran our errands, we stopped by 3 places and dropped off 300 flyers, 100 for each place. Well, tomorrow we've got to do some more of those, and we're dropping off 100 at each place, and I have 1,000 of them all together to hand out. I've done 300. So tomorrow we're going to hand out a few more, stop by, drop those off. Plus we're going to go down and get some pumpkins. We ordered another bin of pumpkin. This year we will have the most pumpkins that we ever had. Normally I get 1 bin, we sell a bunch at the market, and whatever's left we use in the haunt. This year, with losing a weekend, with them closing the market down on a weekend, we ended up with only having pumpkins at 2 markets. And the first weekend, people were looking, too early. Second market, which was our this last weekend, we took over 20 pumpkins. And we came home with 4. They were selling like crazy. We buy a bin of mixed pumpkins. There's 5 or 6 different types of pumpkin in it. Well, Sue-Ann's got that pretty much all put out in the haunt, and we still need pumpkins. So we're ordering another bin of pumpkins. So we're going to have lots of pumpkins scattered throughout the haunt this year, which is going to be nice. So we've got that to do, and we're going to be leaving around 11 o'clock. To do our errands and stuff, and drop flowers off and get pumpkins. Probably won't be home until 2. I'm probably going to lose about 3 or 4 hours total. But we're going to get started working on the maze. And one thing we've got to do is in this nook right here. That's part of the pirate. The ship's wheel goes in that area. And according to my mapping and stuff, I did not plan on having a tent there. I got to see if I can configure the maze panel so I can get a tent in there. One of the major props in that room is the fish netting I got from Jim Erickson quite a few years back. That's got to be hung, and with no tent there, there's no way of hanging it. So we've got to figure out how to get a tent in. So we've got to do that. Our main problem with doing that tent is this wall right here. There's a wall that goes out that way. And if I put the tent in, the tent is 10 foot by 10 foot. That's only a 9-foot wall. It's going to stick out here in the courtyard, so I'm going to have to redesign the maze there a little bit to get that tent in. And then we're also going to have to redesign the rest of the maze because we're going to lose a foot. I gain a feet and I lose a feet. Gain a foot, lose a foot. That's better, not feet. But anyway, we're going to have to monkey with it tomorrow. But we're going to be working on the pirate mainly tomorrow. And the nice thing is, while I'm working on the pirate, when I get my walls up through here, I'm also working on courtyard because that side may be pirate, this side is courtyard. So I'm doing walls to the courtyard as well. So it is going to be interesting. But we'll probably work on that a little bit in the morning, then go do our errands and come back and work on it again in the evenings and just see where the hell we get to, hopefully. But anyway, I'm going to back on out of here, go get you guys uploaded. So stay spooky, stay toxic.